So, what if a country's response to the whole AI revolution wasn't just about playing defense, but about going on offense? Well, today, we're diving into this really fascinating and honestly pretty bold proposal from the Canadian government. It's a plan that's not just about reacting to the age of AI, but about actively trying to shape it. Turning what could be a threat into a massive opportunity for its culture, for innovation, and for the economy. All right, here's how we're going to break this all down. First, we'll look at AI's double-edged sword for Canada. Then we'll get into the crisis that the government is trying to get ahead of. After that, we'll explore their pretty creative solution. We're talking holograms meeting heritage, and then meet the really unexpected creators at the center of it all. And finally, we'll look at the money and the mission behind the whole thing. Let's kick things off with the promise. And it is a big one, almost $300 billion. That's how much growth AI is projected to bring to Canada's economy by 2035. I mean, that is a huge wave of potential prosperity that the country is getting ready to ride. But, every big wave has an undertow. By 2030, that exact same AI boom could end up displacing over 500,000 Canadian jobs. And it's this tension, this massive promise versus this very real peril that's right at the heart of this entire government proposal. So yeah, that brings us right to the main theme here. AI is a double-edged sword. The plan is very upfront about this. It sees AI as this incredible engine for economic growth, but also as a potential threat to Canadian jobs, its culture, and even just social connection. So the goal here isn't to stop AI, but to actually steer it in a better direction. So what exactly is this crisis on the horizon that the plan is trying to prevent? Well, the proposal makes it clear that the risks of just sitting back and doing nothing are pretty severe, and that's what makes this feel like such an urgent national priority. And the proposal lays out these threats very, very clearly. It's not just about the job losses we just mentioned. It's warning of this kind of triple threat to the country's social fabric. You've got AI-driven cultural homogenization, where everything starts to look and feel the same. Then there are budget cuts threatening around 2,700 museums. And on top of all that, a growing problem of social isolation. And this right here really illustrates that personal human cost. Over half, 52% of people who use AI frequently already say they feel socially isolated. So this isn't just some abstract economic thing, it's a real community and mental health issue. And the plan argues that any national strategy for AI has to tackle this human side of things head on. Okay, so that's the crisis. Now let's get to the solution. And this is where the plan gets really, really creative. It's a pretty unconventional answer to a very modern problem, and it blends something ancient with something totally cutting edge. The main idea is something they're calling holographic tourism. Basically, what it means is using advanced 3D projections to bring cultural stories, historical figures, and heritage sites to life in these brand new, immersive ways for visitors. I mean, think of it like a museum exhibit that you can actually walk through and interact with. Now, this whole idea is built on two really powerful foundations. The first is Canada's existing tourism sector, which is already a huge economic engine, projected to be worth $183 billion in 2025. And the second piece of the puzzle is the super fast-growing global hologram market, which is already a $62 billion industry. This is the futuristic tech that's going to power all these new experiences. And here is the core insight of the whole plan. By merging Canada's incredible cultural heritage with this high-growth technology, you actually create something totally new, a cultural economy that's both profitable and also protects Canadian identity. But the technology is really only half the story. The most innovative part of this plan isn't about what they're going to build, but who is going to be building it. And the strategy puts a completely new kind of creator at its very heart: disability-led innovation. This quote right here, it really just captures the soul of the proposal. The vision is to completely flip the script, to move from a narrative of just support to one of genuine empowerment. The plan recognizes that disabled Canadians are this incredible, untapped pool of talent, and that their unique perspectives are absolutely essential for creating truly new and accessible experiences. The goal is to position them as the main creative force for this entire new industry. And they've laid out a really clear 3-step path to make this happen. First, you identify potential creators within the disability community. Second, you give them specialized training in AI and hologram technologies. And third, you launch these community hubs all across the country to act as centers for creation and tourism. Okay, so we have the problem, we have this really innovative solution, and we have the people who are going to lead it. So now for the bottom line. What's the projected national impact? What's the return on this investment going to be? Well, the proposal measures success not just in dollars, but across a whole dashboard of national impacts. So let's take a look at the key metrics, starting with the economic convergence that makes this whole thing possible in the first place. This first chart is so key. It visually shows exactly why this plan is so timely. You can see Canada's tourism GDP and the global hologram market are just on a collision course, and that creates what the plan calls an opportunity zone. This is the perfect moment to merge them. And the financial potential inside that opportunity zone is pretty significant. The proposal makes a conservative projection of $100 to $300 million in new cultural tourism revenue by 2030, all from this brand new sector. So when you add it all up, the plan really outlines this 5-point national win. It protects culture, it generates new tourism revenue, it creates future-proof jobs, it provides critical AI safety training to the public through these interactive exhibits, and it develops a new income stream that's led by the disability community. It's a win all around. And all of this brings us back to the fundamental question at the heart of this entire proposal. In an age where AI could automate and isolate us, can we instead steer it in a totally different direction? Can we actually teach our most powerful technologies to protect and even preserve the very things that make us human? Well, this plan is Canada's big bet that the answer is yes.